So, today's topic of discussion is going to be surrounding standalone versus series. And I've heard a lot of people within the book community is asking authors, why are y'all making so many series? What happened to the standalones? Now, me, I am very indifferent when it comes to this topic because I love a good series. I am the type of person that don't want it to end. Now, it can become excessive. Let's just put that out there. When with me, you lose me at 5+ books in a series. I won't read it. I'm not touching it. 4 is my max. That's all I can do. 4. And them first two better be worth, like, they better be good. Otherwise, I'm probably not going to finish it at all. But if the first one and the second one, like if it's a 4-book series, are just chef's kiss, I will continue. If that second book, that first and second book ain't where it's at, I'm probably not going to finish it. And that's okay. Now, I've also seen some authors, they're doing, I describe it as a standalone series, which just means it's a series, it's a collection, but you can read them out of order. And you can also, like, you don't have to read all of them. Like, if you only want to read 2, you can read 2. That's how I describe those. And I feel like, with some romance authors, and I'll use Kennedy Ryan as an example because she does have some series. So, like, the Skyland series, you don't have to read those books in order. You got Before I Let Go was her first one that came out, and then This Could Be Us, which is the second one, and then I forget Hendrick's title, but I've already read Before I Let Go and This Could Be Us, and after reading both of them, I could have actually read them out of order because it was the stories for this particular character, and this is all that we're kind of focused on. So I could deal with those. I could deal with those. Now let's get into the genres that do deserve a series to be written. And fantasy is my top one. Like, I feel like with fantasy, because there's so much world building taking place, you gotta do a series. And it could be a duology, it could be a trilogy, or 4 books max for me, because that's it for me. I would also say with dystopians, I feel like a duology is perfect. Perfect. Because if we're going further into something else, like it's 3-4 books, I think it becomes excessive because how much more are we writing into this dystopian? Right? What are we doing? what are we doing? Now if it's like a mixed genre, so it's like fantasy, dystopian vibes, sci-fi vibes, okay, I could probably see why it could be like 3-4 books. I get it. But romance, I don't think we need 4 books. Yeah. If it's just strictly romance, I don't think 4 books is needed. Thrillers, I don't need a 4-book series. I think thrillers can be straight up standalones. That's my opinion. I don't think I've ever really read. Well, I take that back because the Frida McFadden's the Housemaid Secret, The Housemaid is Watching, and I think she did like a novella. It gets excessive because the first 2, I think I would have been fine, but even then, a standalone is chef's kiss when it comes to thrillers. Um, but fantasies for sure because it's so much world building going on that I think a series is always warranted and sometimes needed. I'm trying to think of like another genre that can be a standalone. I guess like a historical fiction, depending on what the topic is about. Um, if it's like a continuation. So I did, like years ago, I read Mary Monroe, and she does series. And I remember reading like Mama Ruby. So that series, I can't tell you the books, in order and stuff, but I do remember it being a series. And that that series was crazy. Those books were crazy, but they were well worth the read. I'll say that much. Um, so I feel like historical fiction, it depends. What are we talking about? What's going on? But essentially, I could see why some readers are like, "Hey, can we cut out the series? We just want standalones. I'm tired of coming back, or I'm tired of waiting." Now, my rebuttal about series, right? I need at least 2 books out. I need 2. Because if you're writing a 4-book series and only one is out, and then the next one comes out 2 years, later, I'll just wait till you're done. I'll wait. I'll wait. So with that, Immortal Dark, I heard there's more books coming out. And I think there's one dropping, like the second one's dropping October of 2025. I still have yet to crack open that book because it's not complete or halfway been complete. So I'm not cracking it open until I get at least 2 books is out on the market. One that I actually stopped reading was Legendborn, because I thought it was just 2 books, because I bought both at Barnes and Nobles a few years back, or I should say, yeah, a few years back. And Legendborn ate that book up. Started Bloodmarked until I was scrolling Instagram. Tracy Dion said, "Hey, I'm coming out with Oathbound." Oh, so there's gonna be a 3rd book to the series that thought I was gonna complete this summer. Yeah, nope. And that happened, I think 2023 is when that news dropped. Yeah, it was summer 2023 when I saw that come across my feed, and I was so pissed because I was only like 2 chapters into Bloodmarked, and I stopped it. I have not picked up Bloodmarked since. It's been sitting on my shelf. But I cannot wait till Oathbound comes out, because now I can pick up Bloodmarked. But now I'm gonna have to research, is there gonna be a 4th? Because I feel like I heard there was a 4th coming out, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But that is my yapping about series versus standalones versus series. But let me know in the comments if you feel the same, or if you're very indifferent when it comes to this conversation of standalones versus series. But I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.